I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh, let people know how they can get in touch with the show, 706-889-9700, chief@fetchernews.com. And there are all the social media ways you can follow us. No, we did not change the format of the show. Got one of the viewers asking me, did we change the format of the show? No, they're two memorable things to me. And, I don't like to come across as arrogant. I really don't. With an attitude, or jerk, or jackass. It's probably some of the things I've been called. But I don't like to. But they're two very, when two important big things in your life, as I was telling Josh during the break, in 1986, I lived in the market, the New York market. I worked, whether you like it or not, I worked in New Jersey, whether you want to know that or not. And it was one time that Yankee fans actually cheered for the Mets, because you don't do that in New York. You're either a Yankee fan or you're a Mets fan, okay? New York Metropolitans, right? Or the New York Yankees. And it's the one time where Yankees fans were actually cheering for the Mets. It was a big deal in that market in 86 because the Mets were playing none other than the Red Sox, and we needed to prevent the Red Sox from winning a World Series. So, so it was a big thing. I'll never forget Game 10. I was watching it, Game 10. We did not have, let me tell you something. Let's go down that damn road just for a minute. We didn't have TiVo. We couldn't record. We couldn't rewind and play it over and over. We could not pause when we went to the restroom. We could not go and get snacks. You watched right there. I know I'm getting worked up. So that is, Buckner died. That was big. And number two, the first real memory I have of NFL football's Bart Starr. Real memory. Okay. Now, how come? Now let me show a little ass. Number 10. Okay. How's that for a joke? Let me show a little. Trump is awarding the sumo wrestler the trophy. He is giving the trophy to the sumo wrestler. Trump went to a sumo wrestling championship thing. There's the trophy. And President Enzo Shaze, we'll just go with Japan president, right? Now, you would think Trump was only in Japan, okay? Only in Japan to badmouth Joe Biden. That's the only reason he went on the trip. All right, before I get into that, let me do this. Friday and Saturday, and Pickens County Dragons will be this Saturday. So if you go to FetcherNews.com, our Facebook page, there's photo albums that have been shared from the Union Panthers. There's thousands of photos that have been shared for the Fannin Rebels. There's thousands of photos that have been shared for the Gilmer Bobcats on graduation, okay? We try to make sure we highlight as many graduates as we possibly can. It's growing every year, and we love to do it at FetcherNews.com. And we just love to do it and put it out there. And you are welcome. We've gotten so many nice messages. So what if you get the yearbook? And I'm watching this morning in the background. I got Fox playing in the ear. And they run this story. So I went to read it, and I'll bring it up in just a minute. Number 49. So what if you run to the yearbook while we're talking about graduates? All right. What if you run to the yearbook and you see your picture in there and they blur out the MAGA? Now, these two young guys they're in Littletown, Pennsylvania. We'll bring that up in a minute. They're wearing their Make America Great Again hats. and they go to open the yearbook. Now this is 19. No, it's not 19. This is 2019. Okay, and these young guys are going to go get their yearbooks out in 30 years, and they're going to sit down with their kids. It's going to be the first sit down with their children. So nobody is, it's not a big deal. We apologize, right? So, Johnny says, hey, this is my friend Billy. We're in the cafeteria, all right? This was a different time, kids. We had President Donald Trump, and I tell you what, Make America Great Again hats, they were everywhere. The kids loved them. We loved them. See, they don't want you. This is a big story for a couple reasons, okay? A big story for a couple reasons. They don't want you to see the young people in America support this president. High school kids. Well, no, not my kid. Well, hell, I understand you got to coexist bumper sticker and nobody in the house is shaving. Woo! There you go. Just said it. Nobody. Just saying. Okay? And so, this is a big deal. These guys, they pop open the yearbook, and it's 25 years from now, and they got little Billy and Susie. Daddy, let's go through your yearbook. Let's see those crazy hairdos. Let's see those bell-bottom pants and those high platform shoes. Well, that'd be my yearbook. Anyhow, so, and they're going through there, and those hats are blank. You don't think it's a big deal. You don't think, because they are trying to whitewash history. Number one, whitewash it, okay? And this is an AJC article. I went for several others, but this AJC popped up. MAGA hats worn by Pennsylvania students blurred from high school yearbook. Little Town, PA. Now you get to Gettysburg and you shoot down, I forget the highway, towards Maryland. Officials at Pennsylvania High School have apologized after hats supporting President Donald Trump were blurred out from the school's yearbook. During Spirit Week at Littletown High School in October, Jeremy Gebhardt and a friend wore hats embroidered with the slogan, Make America Great Again. A photo was taken of the two boys. Spirit Week! They want to blur this out of history, folks. A photo was taken of two boys, but when it appeared in the school's yearbook, the photo was altered to blur the hats. Okay? I just think that whoever did this doesn't like Trump. Gebhardt, 16, told the television station, I wonder if he'll be 18 in time to vote. I mean, that is 2 years. Maybe he's just on the edge of 17. We were like, they blurred out our hats? I was infuriated because he wears that hat because he supports our president. Jeremy's mother told him. He's not doing anything illegal. He's wearing a hat of support. In a statement to the television station, Littletown Area School District Superintendent Christopher E. Bigger said the mistake was not noticed during the editorial preview process prior to print. We apologize on behalf of the Yearbook Club. It is not the policy or practice of the district to improperly censor speech. Now, let me ask you a question. How many of you watched the Pete Buttigieg town hall that was hosted by Fox News and Chris Wallace in New Hampshire at a high school? How many of you did that? How many of you noticed the questions by the high school staff, principals, assistant principals, counselors, whatever? Interesting. So you want us to believe here in this that the editorial staff, so somebody, okay? So I think these two guys have some grounds here. Yeah, I do. Because it's their yearbook. Who does the yearbook belong to? The class of? Whose yearbook? Do these kids sign a consent? I don't know, a waiver that says anything you do in that yearbook where we're concerned? Maybe they do. Maybe the parents sign something and say, anything you want to do in that yearbook with my children, anything you want to alter, anything, you got the green light. Maybe they do. Whose rights are violated here? Who is attempting to erase the history of this school book, this school yearbook in Littletown, PA? Who? Oh, it's not a big deal. This is never a big deal. Okay, this is Fox News. This is me this morning. This is just making something out of nothing. Because let me tell you something. The picture was taken. They were wearing the hats that said "Make America Great Again" whenever the photographer took the picture. They knew that. It got submitted to a yearbook staff. There is a teacher, damn it. Every club, yearbook staff, whoever it is, everybody has, there's a teacher assigned. So the media department of this school, the teacher that was assigned to the yearbook to oversee it, okay, whoever their editorial staff was to go through, or the company that prints the yearbook. Somebody made this decision. Who made the decision? Whose rights were violated in Littlestown, PA, in this yearbook? Because mom says the son is furious. Absolutely furious. I'm just saying, why do you think I'm making a big deal of the story? I don't know. Here's another thing. Let me get this out of the way, because we're going to get to, okay, we're going to get to the president in Japan. And I want to do that. And then we want to talk about treason. And, well, we got a lot to go over. Okay. I know what you're saying. Look, James Comey, Brennan, they're all berserk over Trump. Okay. Declassifying or giving the Attorney General, William Barr, the green light by declassifying everything that he needs to look at. They are freaking out. We will get into that. I want to stay focused on a couple more things. Now, I want to do I should start my Get the Hell Out of Georgia segment. Just get the hell out of Georgia, okay? All right, now, number 12. And I'm going to take this personal. This is personal for me, okay? 1, I live in Georgia. 2, I'm pro-life. 3, I support the fetal heartbeat bill, okay, that Brian Kemp signed, the governor Brian Kemp signed. 2nd, Jason Bateman, kiss my asterisk, 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 because I'm telling you right now, the people of Georgia voted him governor knowing. And Stacey, don't come up with the Stacey Abrams garbage on voter fraud and voter this, that, and the other thing. I don't want to hear it. So the people of Georgia voted in our governor knowing where he stood on pro-life. Now, Jason, let me talk straight to you just for a second, okay? 1, some people don't quite agree with my humor. And my humor is I enjoyed Arrested Development. I never missed a one. There's always money in the banana stand. I never missed Arrested Development. 2nd, Jason, I've watched both seasons, okay, of the Ozarks. In fact, after season 1, I blew up every one of my friends like, you're not watching this. Really. I watched both seasons of the Ozarks. I'm pro-life, okay? Get the hell out. If you don't like it, don't threaten me and say, if it goes in effect, you won't come and film here. Get the hell out if you don't like it. Get the hell out of Georgia. I got one more and then we'll take a break, okay? Number 6. Okay. Now I thought, Opie, you would enjoy. Okay. You would enjoy being seen as the 5-year-old here. Okay, that you are. All right. This is before you lost your damn mind and lost your damn hair. And I know you're probably a customer of that company, Keeps.com, right? So, Opie, if you don't like it, Ron Howard, get the hell out of Georgia. You got it? Get the hell out, because listen, do I want to lose the film industry in Georgia? No. Do I want to support asking them to get out? No, I don't want to. All right? But Opie, I watched all your shows. I watched your Andy Griffith. I watched your Happy Days. I watched your American Graffiti. All right? You Hollywood types, we don't care. You need to know that although if you leave, it could be a struggle, but we had an economy before you got here. Georgia was one of the fastest growing. I know the economic recession everybody talks about, but one of the fastest growing economies in the United States at let's say 1997 and 98. So Opie, if you don't like it in Georgia, get the hell out. That's my segment on Get the Hell Out. I'm going to take a brief break. We're going to come back. I promised at 9 o'clock. It's going to be like at 9:06. It'll be part 1. Blythe and Blue Ridge, a 36-page ordinance. We're going to start our part 1 of looking at this as soon as we return.